Where's my nuts? Where's my nuts? Where's my nuts? Where's my nuts? Hey, car, cat. Where's my nuts? Where's my nuts? And birds are just like, hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back to Possible Outcomes, where the possibilities are endless. We are your hosts. I'm Mick.
And I'm Lily.
And we are two mixed girls living in a black and white world. Every week, we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of life as we know it, but with the joy of two people who refuse to be told what to do. We drop new videos every Wednesday, so like, subscribe, and enjoy the ride. Today, we are going to dive into the wonderful world of Harry Potter. Hufflepuff here. Hello. Now, Lily knows nothing Harry Potter. You watched the first movie or read the first book, Lily?
I read the first book in elementary school as a class. So... we read together. I don't believe I've seen like little bits of pieces of like maybe a movie or two, but I've never sat down and watched the full things. I guess there's multiple, or gone past book one.
So many. Okay, great. Well, this is just a little intro to the houses of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So if any of you listening are like Lily and you haven't explored the sweet, sweet world of Harry Potter, go do it. Stop this. No, I'm just kidding. Don't stop this video. Play the video while you go do it.
Yes.
You're going to learn something. Okay. So we're just going to focus on the houses today because they don't want to overwhelm you. So this is intro to the Harry Potter Hogwarts Houses 101.
Here we go.
So at Hogwarts is basically like a boarding school for little wizards. So you get your letter when you're 11, not 8. Wow. 11. You get your letter, flies to you in an owl's mouth. And it's like, dear Mr. Potter. And he lived under the cupboard, under the stairs. So I was like, cupboard under the stairs. Sorry, la, 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 la. And it's like, hey, you got in. And you're like, but I didn't apply. Well, surprise, bitch, you got in.
I already have a question.
Go.
How does the owl know he lives under the stairs?
Magic.
Oh. Okay.
Just magic.
Okay.
Yeah. The answer to everything is basically
magic. Okay.
We know.
Cool.
They just know.
Okay.
So when you get your letter, you go to Hogwarts. Tra-la-la, you take the train, you bop on in, you take a boat across the lake, really cute, and you go inside to the Great Hall, which is basically the giant lunchroom, and you get sorted. It's one of the first things that happens to you. So at Hogwarts, there are 4 houses: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff.
Okay, wait, say those one more time.
So Gryffindor.
Okay.
That's Harry Potter's house.
Okay.
Slytherin, Hufflepuff.
Okay. Okay.
And Ravenclaw.
Okay.
All right. So
I like the sound of Ravenclaw.
I know, right? I think you might be a Ravenclaw.
Oh, gosh.
I'm excited for you to take your quiz
and
find out. So everybody rolls up if you're a first year, which these 11-year-olds are, and you get sorted. You sit on a stool and they pop a hat on your head and he talks to you. It's supposed to be in your head, but in the movies, like you can like see his mouth talking, whatever. So he sees what's in your brain, sees, what your potential is, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and helps to sort you into the appropriate house, the appropriate sorority.
Okay.
Basically, dormitory. And but you do get a choice. He does take your free will into account, which is really cool. Because Harry, when he was up getting sorted, this is a spoiler, so if you haven't read and or seen, and everybody knows this scene, it's iconic. Anyway, spoiler. Sorry. He gets up there, he's sitting there, he does not want to be sorted into Slytherin to save his life. Slytherin gets a bad rap. Not everybody from that house is a trash can, but they do have a lot of dark wizards, like, whatever. So he's sitting there, his little 11-year-old self, and the sorting hat's talking to him, is like, ooh, like, you're really brave. Ooh, not a bad mind either, like, you're smart. And he's like, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. It's wicked cute. And the sorting hat's like, really? Like, are you sure? Because you could be great, that house, like, that could help you be great.
Oh, boy.
And he was like, no. And he was like, all right, well, better be Gryffindor. Woo. So he gets sorted into Gryffindor. And that's how you get sorted. So it goes through all the kids, whatever, cool, fine. So let's get into the houses. Gryffindor, Harry's house, the most famous house, arguably, whatever. Notorious for its bravery and the boy who lived. Harry Potter, and his two best friends who are constantly and consistently saving his dumb ass because Harry just gets into a lot of trouble. Ron Weasley, who's his ginger best friend, and Hermione Granger, who honestly, these books should have just been called, Hermione Granger and the Sorcerer's Stone, because without her, they would have been dead in book one. I said what I said.
Okay.
We can fight. Anybody who knows Harry Potter knows what I'm talking about. And comment below, we can fight. All right. So, Gryffindor was founded by Godric Gryffindor, and he, Godric, instructed the Sorting Hat to choose students that possessed characteristics that he most valued, such as courage, chivalry, nerve, and determination. And their colors are scarlet and gold. Their house mascot is a lion, because they're all brave or whatever.
Okay.
Not going to tell you about their ghosts. So the house emphasizes traits of courage as well as daring, nerve, and chivalry. And its members were generally regarded as brave, though sometimes to the point of recklessness. Looking at you, Harry. Some Gryffindors have also been noted to be short-tempered. I would agree with that. My sister's husband is a Gryffindor. Sam's husband. She thought she was a Gryffindor, but she took the quiz again, and she's a Slytherin. So, split out. I love a Slytherin. Hufflepuffs and Slytherins, we get along. So, if the Sorting Hat placed you here, you would have demonstrated qualities like courage, bravery, determination. Some of the Wizarding world's best and brightest belong to this house: Harry Potter and Albus Dumbledore, who's like the dean, superintendent, principal. All rolled into one. He's like the
old
guy at Hogwarts. Yeah, the old guy. Okay. Long beard. The old guy.
Yeah.
So proud of you. And this, I found this on Reddit or some fandom, and it's whoever wrote this, they're just shut up. They were like, if you're lucky enough to end up in Gryffindor, all right, hold please. Shut up. Okay, we don't, the least amount of dark wizards in my house. Okay, thank you. We're not starting wars and shit. Shut up, Reddit. We imagine you're the type of person who likes to stand up for the little guy, who challenges authority, has a tendency to act first and think later, and is known as a class clown and takes board games very seriously, which I thought was interesting because I'm Hufflepuff and I take board games very seriously.
Okay.
I will win. So this has, it lists some notable things that are spoilers that I'm not going to read to you, just in case. But it is interesting that some members in other houses, which this I love, particularly Slytherin, because Slytherin and Gryffindor are like rivals, say that Gryffindor is engaged in pointless heroics, which I would have to agree with. And Snape, who is, just go watch the movies, Daddy Snape. Love you. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. He considered many Gryffindors to be self-righteous and arrogant. With no regard for the rules, which is accurate. If you watch the movies and read the books, you'll see that yourself. My opinion, they're not wrong. Sorry, Gryffindor. No offense. I do not agree that you are the best house. So, suck it. I tend to see a lot of Harry's problems come from a lot of pointless heroics. And I know a lot of humans out there don't agree with me, and that's okay. You're wrong. And we can fight in the comments below. So go ahead and fight down there. And that is Gryffindor. Everybody wants to be in Gryffindor. When you're little, you're like, please let me be sorted into Gryffindor. You get older, you don't even worry about it. Slytherin. Okay, Slytherin is like the notorious bad guy house. They're not bad. They're just, they want to win.
It sounds bad. Like Slytherin just sounds bad.
It's just their emblem is a snake. It's fine. They just want to win. Slytherin just wants to win, and honestly, I'm here for it because I'm gonna ride with Slytherin so we can win. So it was founded by Salazar Slytherin. Their animal is a snake. Their colors are green and silver, I believe. The characteristics of this house include cunning, resourcefulness, leadership, and ambition. Slytherins tended to be ambitious, strong leaders, and achievement-oriented. They also have highly developed senses of self-preservation. So, like, I'm not going to die, you going to die. This means that Slytherins tended to hesitate before acting so as to weigh all possible outcomes before deciding exactly what should be done. That was literally in this article, and I died laughing. I was like, wow, possible outcomes podcast.
I love that.
So Slytherin has an unfortunate reputation. While it's true that a lot of dark witches and wizards were sorted into Slytherin, not all who belong to that house are bad. In fact, there are a lot of excellent qualities that the sorting hat looks for in potential Slytherins, and Merlin, the great Merlin himself, was a Slytherin.
So so this is so wait, Merlin exists in this world?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That's very interesting to me.
It's the depth that J.K. Rowling goes into for these. There's like family trees and shit. It's like, it's crazy. You could go on and on.
But we don't like J.K. Rowling.
Right, she sucks.
Right, she's no good.
Yes, correct. She has been known to be trash.
Okay, cool.
Super thankful for the books, trying to separate the art from the artist. J.K., you suck. Harry Potter, Hufflepuff, live strong. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Oh, I didn't talk about common rooms, but that's okay. You guys can look that up later. Common rooms are basically like the dorm, and they're all located in different places. Slytherin's is in the dungeon, which...
What? Okay.
You're doing some dark and shady shit. You want it to be dark and shady. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Not all Slytherins are bad. Not all Gryffindors are good. Whatever. But I thought it was pretty funny. And if the sorting hat places you in this noble house, they say, then you are most likely ambitious, shrewd, and destined for possible greatness. We can imagine you're the kind of person who is always one step ahead with a dark sense of humor, thinks reputation is important, takes pride in their appearance, and doesn't let anyone see their soft side. I disagree with that. I have a friend who's a Slytherin, Carrie, love you, and she lets you see her soft side. So, shut up, Reddit. Just kidding, we love you. Though it is interesting to point out that this house in particular, Salazar Slytherin, was kind of a mofo because he just wanted pure blood witches and wizards. So pure blood just means that your mom and your dad are a witch and a wizard.
Right.
And you can be muggle born, which means both your parents are non-magical, but you are a witch or a wizard.
Ew.
When you can have one person being a witch and the other person just being like a muggle and sla. And sometimes you can be born to magical parents and not be magical. And that there's a couple of characters in here that's the case, and it is really sad.
So it's like sad. A genetic mutation.
Kinda, yeah.
So it's like X-Men but with magic.
Yes. X-Men.
Let's talk about X-Men. I know a lot about X-Men.
I am so proud of you. So that's Slytherin.
Okay.
Slytherins tended to take charge, possess strong leadership skills, self-assured, confident, very smart. Oh, and very loyal. That's interesting to point out. So there were a lot of people in the Slytherin house that suffer from unrequited love, but they are like die hard, and I'm talking die hard, loyal to these people that they are, am I Italian? In love with. I was like, wow. And just watch the movies or read the books, and you will know what I'm talking about. Ravenclaw. So this house, I'll be honest, you don't really see much of Ravenclaw in the movies. You don't really hear much about them in the books. It's usually just Gryffindor and Slytherin, and then Hufflepuff is occasionally sprinkled in there because people just think we're weird, but like whatever. And Ravenclaw is the smart house. Okay. So if you're very intelligent, you most likely get sorted into Ravenclaw. It was founded by Rowena Ravenclaw, and they're recognized by their brain power. So Ravenclaws exhibit excellent wisdom, wit, and flair for learning. If you're looking for the brainiest students, you would find them in the Ravenclaw house, with the exception of Hermione Granger, who's Harry's sidekick friend in Gryffindor, who saves his ass all the time. Could be said that, books save lives. She read a lot of books, and she saved his ass a lot. He's welcome. The Ravenclaw colors are blue and bronze, though in the movies it's blue and silver. Not sure why they did that. Their emblem is an eagle. Caw-caw. And the sorting hat would only put you in this house if you demonstrated excellent wisdom and wit and a skill for learning. Ravenclaws are often known for being eccentric, and most great wizarding inventors and innovators come from this house. So there's one character in particular that's from Ravenclaw. Her name is Luna Lovegood. We stan Luna. She's so weird and so wonderful. And she's like, doesn't give a fuck. She's like, what? What's good?
Luna Lovegood?
Luna Lovegood. We love her.
Okay. I mean, JK had a little hard day with that one, but okay.
Luna Lovegood.
Luna
There's
Lovegood.
A lot of that. Yeah. And I actually didn't realize this. So there's a character in the second book, Gilderoy Lockhart, who is a dick. And people in Ravenclaw House are really good at charms and spells that have to do with like your memory. And they're really like, they can, like the guy who runs the house, Flitwick, has, words. Hold, please. So Ravenclaws were known to be logical and rational, and the students in that house tended to have abilities regarding memory. So Garrick Ollivander, who's the wand maker for the whole kit and caboodle here, possessed an eidetic memory and can remember every wand that he's ever sold. I think that's how you say it. I know, isn't it wild? And Gilderoy Lockhart, who was the guy I mentioned earlier, had a talent for memory charms, so he could basically wipe your memory because he's a dick. And he was like secret bad guy. Yeah, and that is Ravenclaw. Not too much to say about Ravenclaw. Sorry, Ravenclaws. If you are Ravenclaw, proud Ravenclaw, pop it in the comments. Let us know some more of your attributes. I know it's not just smarts. I know you guys got a lot more going on than just being smart. All right, and to the best house, Hufflepuff. Yeah. Our colors are yellow and black, baby. Hold on, let's check out this hood real quick. She's a witch. What's up? Really nice sleeves on this too. 10 out of 10 recommend.
10 out of 10 recommend. Ravenclaw sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're a Ravenclaw. I'll be very surprised if you're not. Very surprised.
Interesting. All right, let's hear about these Hufflepuffs.
Hufflepuff, baby. All right, Hufflepuff is where you're going to find the most trustworthy and hardworking students. In fact, out of all the houses, Hufflepuff has produced the least number of dark witches and wizards. You're welcome. The badger is our symbol. And did you know, fun fact, a honey badger, full-grown African honey badger, can slay 2 lions on its own. So with us. For you.
Now,
Anyway.
how are they able to do that? Are they quick? Do they have sharp claws?
Like the claws are like ridiculously long.
And do they get like underneath? Are they like the belly slicers? Are they just like, yeah, come at me, and they're just like.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I've seen some videos, but I mean they are fast. But I'll have to. I don't know how they kill. I guess I should look into that since I'm.
Yeah, it might come in handy for our next true crime episode.
Listen, you never know. So there's people. Hufflepuffs get a lot of shit. People say that, like anyone can get into Hufflepuff, which we accept everyone, all right? Because we're not assholes, Gryffindor. Slytherin, Ravenclaw.
Damn.
We accept all people here.
Damn.
But that gives us a bad rap as like we're dumb and we're pushovers and people pleasers. And, that's not necessarily the case for all of us, though that is for myself personally, the people pleasing is definitely a thing. Therapy. So if you're lucky enough to be sorted into this house, we can imagine that you're the type of person who has a strong moral compass, always works hard, is the most loyal friend, and knows it is the taking part that counts. Aw. And we always have the best snacks. And I'm going to have to agree with that. We do have pretty good snacks. We're in the kitchen, by the way. Our dorm, our common room is in the kitchen.
So
behind some barrels, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Hufflepuff, which I said was the most inclusive among the 4 houses, valuing hard work, dedication, patience, loyalty, and fair play rather than a particular aptitude in its members. Our symbol is the badger. Yellow and black are our colors. Fat Friar is our ghost. Hufflepuff corresponds roughly to the element of earth, so you'll see a lot of Hufflepuffs have a green thumb. which even not in the wizarding world seems to be the case. I love growing a garden. Megan is a Hufflepuff. She's a slut for a garden. We really like getting in the dirt, though I don't like bugs. So, ew, look out for that. Students belonging in this house are known to be hardworking, friendly, loyal, honest, and rather impartial. It might be due to their values. Hufflepuffs were not as competitive as other houses and were more modest about their accomplishments. I could say yes to that. Hufflepuff was the most inclusive among the 4 houses. We have a strong moral code, which is yes. And there is a little meme I want to read to you. Somebody posted this to Reddit, and it's called Houses and Rules, and it's really interesting because it made me want to punch someone in the face. So, it starts off with Gryffindors. Gryffindors don't give a shit about rules. The most hardline of them don't even care about people. They care about justice. Right or wrong, black or white, there are no shades of gray. If it's just, it's always just. If it's unjust, it's always wrong. Hermione's ruthlessness makes her a Gryffindor. She is absolutely sure that she is on the side of justice in everything that she does, and it's such a Gryffindor trait. Because Slytherins are ruthless, but they care about the rules. Their own rules usually, but rules nonetheless. They will impose parameters and limitations on themselves just so they have a framework to operate within. If doing something means violating their own internal code, then they're not going to do it. Even fucking Voldemort, so he's the big bad in all the books and movies, is like that. He broke every single rule in the wizarding world ever put into place, but damn if he break his own. And Ravenclaws, they hate rules. Fucking things just get in the way. They prevent creativity and keep people from accomplishing their goals. Ravenclaws are probably some of the most dangerous people in the entirety of the series because they're brilliant and creative and ambitious and prideful. And when they snap, they do not have any inhibitions. They will wreck everything that ever had the nerve to get in their way, and they will never once feel bad about it. And then there's Hufflepuffs. They emphasize equality. If the playing field is equal, then all other good things will come from there. People hear that and they think that Hufflepuffs are pushovers. They cast them as the shy ones and the fearful ones and the insecure ones, when really they're none of these things. They're nice, accepting, friendly, and this is all true, but they are also entirely willing to fight anyone that steps up to the plate talking shit. Hufflepuffs will defend themselves and other people until they drop dead, and it's infuriating to see that this trait is only ever attributed to Gryffindors, because the big difference is that a Gryffindor believes in acceptable casualties, and a Hufflepuff will knock your teeth down your fucking throat for even suggesting such a disgusting idea. For Hufflepuffs, there are no acceptable casualties. Any loss of life is utterly unacceptable. Hufflepuff.
Okay.
And I have a little quiz for you.
Oh boy.
Besides the actual quiz. So
this is a pre-quiz?
This is a pre-quiz quiz. It's really funny. So I want you to say the first thing that comes to your head at this question, and we'll see what house it gives you, and then we'll do your actual quiz and see what house you get.
Oh boy.
So
okay.
Each of the Hogwarts houses are presented with a locked door.
Okay.
What do you do? First thing, what do you do?
Leave?
You have to get in the room.
Okay, so I have to get in the room. I have to get into...
The door is locked, but you have to get in the room.
I have to get in there. Think. I don't know. I would probably try to find something that would look like a key, that I could make like a key.
So would you say pick a lock? Pick the lock?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, wait, no. Stay with finds the key. Finds the key is Ravenclaw. So these are the answers.
Okay.
Ravenclaws would find the key.
Okay.
Slytherin would pick the lock.
Okay.
Gryffindor would kick it down. And Hufflepuff would just knock.
That's hilarious.
The first time I heard that, I was like, why wouldn't you just knock?
I wouldn't. Like, I never even thought about knocking, because if it's locked, then they don't want me in there in the first place. But I want to get in there, so I would pick it.
Find the key or pick the lock. All right. Well, I'm really interested. Okay, so we're going to take your house quiz, baby.
Okay.
Discover your house. So exciting.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
You're going to be great. The question is, you want to just answer the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay.
It's slowly loading.
Okay.
Am I right? Okay, here we go. Get sorted now. All right. Choose one dawn or dusk?
Dusk.
Great. Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, love, power, or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Right. Late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have a magical source. Do you draw your wand and stand your ground? Withdraw into the shadows to await developments while mentally reviewing the most appropriate defensive and offensive spells should trouble occur? Draw your wand and try to discover the source of the noise, or proceed with caution, keeping one hand on your concealed wand and an eye out for any disturbance.
I'd probably take my wand out and go look for it.
Proceed with caution? You want that one, or the draw your wand and discover the source?
Yeah, I'd go discover the source because I'm nosy.
Love it. A troll has gone berserk in the headmaster's study at Hogwarts. It is about to smash, crush, and tear several irreplaceable items and treasures. In which order would you rescue these objects from the troll's club if you could? Ooh, okay. A nearly perfected cure for dragonpox. Where's the... Can I move it?
Is
student records going back 1,000 years. So dragonpox cure, student records going back 1,000 years. Okay. A mysterious handwritten book full of strange runes.
The records last.
Okay.
No one gives a crap. I mean, if it was important, they would have digitized it. The pox one would probably be second because if they did it once, then they can do it again. But like this crazy secret book, I would need to know because it, I don't think it has been rewritten. So book, pox.
So book, potion, records.
Yeah.
Confirm order. You enter an enchanted garden. What would you be most curious to examine first? The fat red toadstools that appear to be talking to each other. The bubbling pool in the depths of which something luminous is swirling. The silver leaf tree bearing golden apples. Or the statue of an old wizard with a strangely twinkling eye.
Ooh, the statue for sure. Because the toadstools are just like, they're just chilling. They're just hanging out, enjoying the sun. That water thing.
Enjoying the sun.
Nah, I don't really mess with water. What was the other one?
I don't know. I clicked next.
Oh, yeah, definitely the statue. Cause
something
like,
else in
what's
the
up in that?
Eye.
Yeah.
What's up? All right. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The power to read minds. This has like 5 or 6.
Oh boy.
The power to change the past. The power of invisibility. The power to speak to animals. The power of superhuman strength. Or the power to change your appearance at will.
That's a really tough one. I'm tempted to go with speak to animals, only because, like, they know, they're like, they're so they can be anywhere. Like, you don't need to be invisible if you can speak to an animal because they could have been there, right? Fly, mouse, moose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with speak to animals because I don't want to read people's minds because y'all nasty. I don't need to be invisible because I need people to see me. I definitely don't want to change the past because who knows what the future would be like then. Or the present. So yeah, definitely animals for sure.
Okay.
Plus, like, does my cat love me or not? I need to know.
Lily wants to know. All right, so you have to choose a category to continue. Cats, toads, or owls?
Owls.
Ooh.
They're the best. They're so cool.
All right. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you take with you? The barn owl, the tawny owl, which is like kind of fat and staring at you, the snowy owl, which is like majestic and tall looking and white, the screech owl, which looks like a bad bitch, The brown owl, which just looks like menacing and smart as fuck, and would probably want to know how many licks it takes to get to the center of the tits top.
I'm probably gonna say the barn owl, because the barn owl knows how to chill, but also knows how to show up at the same time. The snow owl too,
right now.
Yeah, too conspicuous. Like, we see you, we hear you, and I don't need a screecher, and I don't need like some owl that's just gonna judge me. Yeah, I want that barn owl, that old school.
Get that barn owl.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, heads or tails?
Oh, tails for sure, every time.
The Sorting Hat is ready to make its decision.
Okay, I'm ready.
I hit continue. It's okay. Come on.
Come on.
We want to know. Waiting for Google Analytics.
Oh my god.
All right, it's flipping through. You're a Ravenclaw. I knew it.
Dope.
Welcome to Ravenclaw. You probably know that some of Ravenclaw's most renowned members are blah, blah, blah. You got some Luna Lovegood, your fellow Ravenclaw.
What's up, Luna
Gilderoy
Lovegood?
Lockhart. Yep. A message from your prefect. And you can look at all this online. But the Sorting Hat, when it sings its little song, says about you, or yet in wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind, where those of wit and learning will always find their kind. Aw.
Cool. So I'm a smarty pants.
You are a smarty pants who's not afraid to step on necks.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's true.
You know what? Listen. Ooh, the eagle asks you a question.
Okay.
You got to read through this. Oh, it's so cool. So it says, when you go to your common room, your door has no handle, but an enchanted bronze knocker in the shape of an eagle. And when you rap on the door, this knocker will ask you a question. And if you can answer it correctly, you are allowed in. This simple barrier has kept out everyone but Ravenclaws for nearly 1,000 years. And some first years are very scared by having to answer a question from the eagle. But don't worry, Ravenclaws learn quickly, and you'll soon enjoy the challenges that the door sets. Ooh.
Okay. So it's kind of like almost like a riddle.
Yeah.
Like a thoughtful riddle. Yeah. I mean, the doctor was a woman.
There was a woman.
I'm in.
You're a wizard, Lily.
Cool.
That's it. Lily is a Ravenclaw.
Here we go.
Wow. So find the key. Find the key was right. Wow.
Yeah, like, because my first instinct was to leave.
Yeah.
And then get the door open. So either pick it, get a key, figure something out, get that damn door open. I'm not knocking on a door that I know is locked.
I am.
Because chances are there ain't nobody on the other side in the first place. If it's locked, they probably locked it on the way out. But
or they're dead in there because they were murdered. True crime.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it, man. All right, girl, you want to end this?
Sure. Cool, I'm a Ravenclaw.
Right. You're a Ravenclaw. Welcome to Ravenclaw House.
So
I would have thunk.
The Ravenclaws, where were they located? Because the Hufflepuffs were in the kitchen, the
Correct.
Slytherins were in the
dungeon.
The dungeon.
Gryffindor's like behind a painting somewhere.
Okay.
Behind the fat lady.
Okay.
Pink lady. Sorry, not the fat lady. But let me see. Where is your house? Your dorm? Your common room?
I feel like mine's probably like up in a tower somewhere, watching over.
Yep, it is.
No,
the door to your common room lies at the top of a tall, winding staircase. It has no handle. Yeah, it's got no handle. So a lot of them are concealed, but yours isn't concealed because you have to be smart as fuck to get in. So.
Right, because if you
guys aren't worried.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, and nobody else knows. So ours, you just have to tap Helga Hufflepuff on the right barrel, and we'll let you in.
Wow.
But we are the only ones that'll squirt you with water if you pick the wrong barrel and try to get in and you're not in Hufflepuff. But we're the only ones with a defense mechanism.
So is the water poisonous?
No, it's just water.
So you just get a little wet. I am now wet. They're like, oh,
we're
okay.
Like, you know
so
what?
the other barrel.
Wrong barrel.
Got it. Cool. So the other one. Dope. How many barrels are there to choose from?
I don't know.
Oh, do you think it's always like constantly moving and changing?
Probably. I don't know how you would know though. Then.
But magic.
The answer is always magic.
Well, cool. I'm a Ravenclaw. I dig it. I like the sound of it. Ravenclaw.
Yeah, you're in Ravenclaw.
Nice.
Nailed it.
And what were my colors again?
Your colors are blue and bronze.
Blue and bronze. Okay.
Though in the movies it's blue and silver, but your colors are blue and bronze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We like yellow. It reminds us of the sun.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Because you're a little Hufflepuff. I always want to say Flufflepuff because that's just even more adorable.
My friend called it a Snugglepuff. Like, what am I, a Snugglepuff?
Jigglypuff.
Hufflepuff.
Cute.
Damn it.
Ravenclaw.
Yes.
Well, that was fun. That was a lot to learn.
There's a lot to learn.
I just got educated in the Harry Potter houses.
You did it.
Interesting.
It is.
Luna Lovegood.
Luna
Lovegood.
Yeah, you can go on to if you don't know your Harry Potter house, listeners, viewers, friends, and enemies, you can go to www.pottermore.com and it'll redirect you to the new website, which is like the Wizarding World, whatever. And you can take your quiz after signing up and logging in.
Very cool. We'll put it in the description if anyone wants to take their own quiz. And don't copy my answers just because you want to be a Ravenclaw.
Don't copy her answers.
I have a question though. Is Harry? So, what is Harry Potter? What is the school's name? Hogwarts. Is that just like the UK school, like extension?
No, so there's a bunch of them. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, which you find out later in the books.
Oh.
There's like a bunch of different houses. I mean, and that is the one in London or whatever, Europe area. I can't remember if there's an American, Hogwarts type deal. I think there is, because there are definitely witches and wizards in America, because you find that out later in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is the next set of Harry Potter franchisey stuff that's coming out.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
With the one guy
Eddie.
that looks like that way.
Eddie Redmayne.
That's a Harry Potter extension.
Yep. That is pre Harry. Before Harry's born, essentially.
Okay, so it's a prequel to Potter.
Correct.
Okay.
Nothing to do with him. It's a separate thing, but it's the same world, if that makes sense.
Same world.
Same world. And worlds collide later once all these other events take place.
Oh, crap. I think I watched that first one of the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was in it.
Johnny Depp was in it. I'd have to see.
Yeah, he played one of the big bads.
Yeah. Probably.
And,
wasn't there a lot in a subway or something?
There was a thing in the subway.
A lot of it, there was a major scene down in the subway.
Something like that.
Or
there was one in the air that kind of looked like it could be a subway.
Maybe it was in tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. I'm thinking
it was it's like a maze or something.
Yeah, it was next to, and you could see a subway entrance in one of the scenes. Down from the sidewalk going down. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I have a really weird memory when it comes to movies. So I remember the weirdest things that don't make any sense. I have no idea who's in them. I don't know your name. I will never remember, but I will remember that I saw that subway entrance.
I saw the subway. That's it.
Cool. I'm a Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, baby.
I like it. I love owls. Hoot hoot.
Ooh, ooh.
Owls are cool. I wonder I wonder, like, what would have, like, what answer, if I changed, would have changed it. Like, if I chose.
I think it's
like
the culmination, because there are people that'll make new, like, accounts and take it again, and then use different answers and still end up with their same house.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Yeah, my friend Carrie really wanted to be in Gryffindor, but she was sorted into Slytherin, and she took the test like a bunch more times, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, you could not tell me a more Slytherin thing.
Yeah.
You were mad at the answer that you got, so you went back and did it again so that you would get it.
I'm gonna do it again because I don't like it. So
do it again. I hate that answer.
That's cute.
I love Hufflepuff.
Well, thank you guys for watching and learning along with me. If you are new to the Harry Potter world, I appreciate it. And I found out today that I'm a Ravenclaw.
She's a Ravenclaw. Drop your houses below. Represent.
Yeah, what are you?
Yeah, what are you?
What are you?
But what are you?
But what house are you? If you know, tell us. Figure it out, then tell us. Come back and let us know.
I tried to point through the screen.
What house are you? What's your house? What's your address? Where do you live?
Send Cash App at Mick. There's like a fruit fly in here.
Oh my gosh. I would be able to talk to it.
Yeah.
But if it got zombie pox, what was that pox?
Dragon pox.
Dragon pox.
If it got to the zombie pox, would I still be able to talk to it?
No. Probably. No, I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
But okay, so I can't because I'm going to drive myself into a tizzy. If I were able to talk to animals, would I be constantly hearing animals and it would just be like, oh my God, shut up, animals? Or was it, if it was like something I could turn on and turn off?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Like,
that's up to you.
Is this like some straight up Dr. Dolittle shit, or is it like I can control it?
Because that's the same thing with reading minds, right? You can't just like not read minds.
Right. Can I stop?
I think it's probably a conscious thing.
Maybe. I'd hope so, because that would be awful if it was constantly, you just walk outside and all the squirrels are just like, where's my nuts, where's my nuts, where's my nuts, where's my nuts, hey, car, cat, where's my nuts, and birds are just like, hello, hi, and then
Lily's over here like, please shut up.
Yeah, like, I do not want to be a Ravenclaw anymore.
And she takes it all back.
Yeah. Can I go back to America? How did I get here?
I don't want to be here anymore.
Thank you all for being here and having fun with us and learning about Harry Potter. We'll probably be back with another Harry Potter one with more info on it, just because I am knowingless of the topic, and Mick is like,
I'm here, baby.
She's in the world.
She's in the robe.
She's in the robe. Well. She's in the world and she's in the robe. So thank you all so much for watching and being here. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Turn on those notifications so you never miss anything, even a little extra video that we may post here and there. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Possible Outcomes Podcast. We might have some little behind the scenes or bonus bits here, juicy gossip, whatever, all the stuff. So follow us along there and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.